I walk into a party not knowing who I'm going to meet, and there's this beautiful girl standing in the middle of the living room wearing this short leather skirt and this fluffy jacket, and she looks up at me with these big, beautiful, soulful eyes that look like they have a sad story to tell. And I just went, oh. And I was thunderstruck, and I thought, maybe all these crazy coincidences that seem so silly just were all about this one moment where I met this girl that just stopped me in my tracks.
Whose name?
Is Lisa. And so Marie Presley. And so then we got to talking, we got to know each other, and she's hilarious. She's a real firecracker, and she tells it like it is. And
you two have so much in common.
This person should be with that person. I go, well, she comes from an artistic family. I come from an artistic family. She was born with the pressure of an extremely famous name from day one. I was a young actor in Hollywood with the name Coppola trying to make it with those pressures. And it just, there was a logic to it. There was a sense to it. But oftentimes when you have two people who are very strong in their own personalities and rather intense, sometimes, I mean, I'll even use the word stubborn or not willing to compromise. Sometimes you can have a hard time meshing. And so we got into this unfortunate pattern of breaking up, getting back together again, breaking up, getting back together again. So where I came out on it was, yeah, it's sad, and I miss her every day.
Do you?
Oh, sure. And sometimes I wish we couldn't have rushed the marriage, and sometimes I regret rushing the divorce. But it just seemed like, it wasn't gonna change.
With Lisa Marie, the marriage was only 3.5 months. That's not really very long to try to figure something out.
No.
I don't want to be Cupid.
Okay.
But if you miss her every day, isn't there a possibility that you've both learned something and maybe it could be ignited again?
I think that the thing that we have now, which is great.
Which is what?
We're friends. And
really friends?
Yeah,
you
we talk and we're friends. And in a lot of ways, she was like a best friend to me because I didn't want anything from her and she didn't want anything from me.
People said, all that stuff that was written was what you wanted to do was to have Elvis's grandchild.
When I saw her, I saw this beautiful girl, I saw Lisa, and
not Elvis.
No.
Not Elvis's daughter.
No.
Yeah. Aren't you sick? I mean, I'm asking you these questions to clear things up,
right.
but you don't go to parties and start singing Elvis songs and performing and all this stuff that I read.
No answering machine with my voice on it as Elvis. We weren't going to buy Graceland. We were never going to live in Graceland. I wasn't going to build Graceland for her on top of a ranch somewhere. And
did Lisa Marie ever discuss Michael Jackson, or did her marriage to him ever give you any pause?
No, I never. I met the man once. I was still Nicolas Coppola, and I'm sure he doesn't remember. But it didn't come up. To me, that was her past, and that wasn't an issue.